Hi, and welcome to our 25th Kcby show for the 2025 to 2026 school year. I'm Marius Rout.
And I'm Kavya Narayanan.
Kcby starts now.
Some say a house is not a home without a pet. The Capella Humane Society is on a mission to make sure every animal finds a permanent house to turn into a home.
Akshita takes us through the society's operations and the impact these furry friends have on those who open their hearts to them.
The Capella Humane Society is a foster-based animal rescue dedicated to helping shelters and animals in need. Michelle Gaffney, the adoption coordinator, works to manage the adoption process while encouraging the community to consider fostering.
When someone wants to foster with us, they should really know that we do cover all of the expenses, so there will not be a financial burden for them, which is really such a wonderful thing.
Fostering offers companionship, purpose, and a chance to make a difference. Sometimes that temporary ownership can turn into something permanent. For Della Royston, fostering has brought connection back into her life after years of living alone.
So I had been looking for a pet, but I didn't know exactly where to go or what I wanted. But it was kind of love at first sight. I really was happy to get him. They had been just a godsend, and right now we're getting ready to do the adoption.
As a foster-based rescue, the Capella Humane Society relies on donations, volunteers, and outreach to keep helping animals in need and connecting them with loving homes.
So the biggest thing that helps us is really, we're very needy. We need money. We need things. Sometimes people have a fundraising drive where they raise money for us on our behalf. Just please come see us. Please follow us on our social media. We have Facebook and Instagram, and come hang with us. Volunteer with us. It's great.
For KCBY, I'm Akshita Ganasekaran.
Cafeteria workers have a lot on their plate, from providing a variety of meal options to keeping a clean kitchen. They are a staple in the day-to-day lives of CHS students.
Samantha gives us insight into the work they put in and how it spreads positivity throughout the campus.
Cafeteria staff hold the pressure of feeding large numbers of students while maintaining an optimal, healthy cafeteria environment. However, the strenuous workload has resulted in a decline of workers, dropping 22% between 2008 and 2022. We spoke to cafeteria employee Danny Odell to get a deeper look at his experience while working at the high school.
It's nonstop here. A lot of people, they come to work here and they quit a week later because it's a lot of work. But everybody does everything, from cooking to serving to cash register to cleaning up, washing dishes, sweeping, mopping. There's no one that is above any duty or any chore here.
With all that the cafeteria staff do for the CHS community, students and faculty tell us about how their appreciation for these workers have grown.
One thing I appreciate about the cafeteria staff is how they're just always really kind and respectful, and they're here on their off time trying to, clean up the school and make it nice for us.
No matter what mood they're in, they're always nice. Like, I see sometimes they're like cleaning something up, they look at me and they're like, oh, how are you doing? How are you doing?
I appreciate their work ethic because there is a lot of mouths to feed. And a lot of specific dietary restrictions and things to keep in mind.
One message that I would like to give to them is just thank you all so much for y'all's hard work and dedication. I know this is a lot of work, so just thank you so much.
I'd like to thank them for all their hard work that they're doing for us and make sure that they know that they're appreciated.
I would like to just constantly tell them that I appreciate them and everything that they do because I know they don't hear it as much as they should.
For KCBY, I'm Samantha Gelman.
Making new friends is not always easy. And for some, it's even harder.
That's why, through the Best Buddies Club, students with intellectual and developmental disabilities can find one-on-one friendship, integrating inclusivity as a norm here at CHS.
At CHS, the Best Buddies Club focuses on establishing friendships and inclusive opportunities for students with special needs. Best Buddies President Casey Song shares how she joined the organization and why it matters to students.
So my brother, Ryan Song, he's a graduated student. He is in the special education program and he often went to the Best Buddies events. So I went along with him, and being in the event and getting to meet new people and make new friends, it really got me interested in what more can I do to Best Buddies. Best Buddies really focuses on acknowledging people's emotions and trying to make everyone feel included.
Social media director Monali Patel talks about the purpose of the club and how it personally impacted her.
How I learned about this club is my friend. We were walking in the club expo and we saw the original founder, her sister, was telling us all about it. And I thought it was a very good cause to help. So at most of our events throughout the year, we'll turn on movies, we'll play music, we'll have board games, we'll have a bunch of food too.
Best Buddies is important and is set apart from other clubs because not only do we focus on interests and what we have in common, but we come from a diverse selection of students.
You have to be open to meeting new people. I would say is to include everyone, try to talk to them. You see someone on the side sitting, don't just walk past them. Make sure you smile, wave, just so that they feel happy.
For KCBY, I'm Suraj Barata.
Arias, are you a fan of deviled eggs?
Not particularly, no.
Well, you've got to try the new Deviled Egg Company. It's one of the newest restaurants in Cypress Waters, and if you think there's only one kind of deviled egg, you're going to be amazed at the many flavors you'll find there.
Deep in the heart of Cypress Waters lies a hidden gem. After gaining national attention on Shark Tank, the Deviled Egg Company has opened its 4th Texas location here on Olympus Boulevard in late February. And with eggs still on people's minds, many see them as a seasonal tradition. But for founder Rachel Van Buskirk, they became something more.
I was running this little dive bar, and all my regulars would come in. I was making these elaborate brunches on Sundays for them to kind of build business up because we didn't have a kitchen. And so I would make these huge spreads, and I always had deviled eggs, and all these old guys would talk about how, oh, they can only get deviled eggs when their wives make them, or they missed how their mom made them. And that really stuck with me. But it wasn't until 2020 when the world shut down that I decided, okay, I'm done working for other people. I'm gonna invest in myself. And we ended up buying a tiny little food trailer, and I only had like 5 flavors at the time, and people couldn't believe that it was real.
This unique concept quickly generated massive buzz online. That internet fame eventually led Van Buskirk and her business partner to the set of Shark Tank for season 16, giving them the ultimate opportunity to pitch to a panel of celebrity investors.
The executive producers actually saw us on TikTok, and they reached out and said, hey, have you thought about raising funds? And so, for a decade, people were saying, you should go on Shark Tank. And I was like, oh, maybe one day if they reached out to us. And then it was like, a dream come true.
That dream turned into a reality when they walked away with a $250,000 investment backed by Sharks Mark Cuban and Barbara Corcoran. That high-profile deal scrambled the trajectory of the business, paving the way for rapid Texas expansion. Now, in Capel, Van Buskirk is testing a brand new hybrid model, introducing bowls, bagels, and coffee to complement their signature eggs.
We're really excited for the future now that we have it packaged up in a way that I think could be a very successful franchise model.
For KCBY, I'm V. Moya.
Now to the sidekick for the latest from Capel Student Media.
Thanks, Kavya. This week on Capel Student Media, learn about the sidekick's history in room D115 and Hamza Zakir's story, read our staff editorial about giving back to the community, and get to know School of Rock Capel owner Melissa Burchett and Marin Wiley's story. Issue 5 is now on the racks, so please make sure to pick up your copy. Now, back to the studio.
Thanks, Yug. Now to Akshita with the buzz.
After tons of speculation, pop star Olivia Rodrigo announces her 3rd studio album, You Seem Pretty Sad for a Girl So In Love. The title shocked fans as it failed to maintain a 4-letter word, unlike her previous albums, Sour and Guts did. Rodrigo shared the news on social media, revealing that the album will be released on June 12th, stating, I am so proud of this record, and I can't wait for you to hear it. More in the music industry, controversy surrounds Cat's Eye member Minot Bannerman as speculation rises regarding her potential departure from the group. Before announcing her temporary break for her, quote, health and well-being, end quote, Bannerman removed Cat's Eye from her Instagram bio and failed to appear in the teaser for Pinky Up, their new single that was released today. Fans are left confused and scared, waiting for further updates, especially with Cat's Eye's upcoming appearance at Coachella this weekend. Speaking of Coachella, the music festival is set to take place this weekend with pop stars Sabrina Carpenter, Justin Bieber, and Carol B headlining the event. 2026 passes are all sold out, so if you weren't able to purchase one, you'll have to wait till next year. On a more serious note, the Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni case has returned to headlines with a new update. Lively's sexual harassment claims were dismissed, ruling that she could not bring a sexual harassment case under the federal law due to the fact that she was an independent contractor. And because the filming of their movie, It Ends With Us, took place in New Jersey, she couldn't file a harassment suit under the California law. That's all for this week. Now back to the studio.
Well, that's our show for this week. We'll see you next week, CHS, for our new member show produced entirely by first-year members and our new leadership team.
Thanks for watching.